Hello, Mom? Hello, Harriet? Yes, it's Mr. Cashman. No, I'm still in Bloomingdale's. It's hell with all these Christmas shoppers. Did Pepito come in? Pepito, the busboy. Did you call the agency? Did my wife call? And you told her Bloomingdale's. Good, good. Look, I shouldn't be back later than 5:30. I see an opening in the escalator. I should go. Okay. Hell. Hello. I was in the kitchen, so I didn't hear you knocking. Come on in.
I'm in.
How are you?
Very nice.
You look very nice.
You look surprised. Didn't you think I'd come?
I was hoping, but I wasn't sure.
I wasn't sure either, but I came.
I would have been disappointed if you hadn't come. Would you?
I would be disappointed if I didn't come. No, I know I wasn't coming, so there'd be no disappointment.
Anyway, hello. My God, I've forgotten what your name is.
You're forgiven. Elaine Navazio.
Really?
And don't tell me I'm wrong.
It's just that you don't look like an Elaine Navazio to me.
No? Well, what then?
I don't know. For some reason, you look like an Irene to me.
Irene. You think I look like an Irene? No, I look like an Elaine Navazio.
Navazio, are you of Italian origin?
No, I'm of a Polish persuasion. Mr. Navazio is of Italian origin. What extraction are you of?
I'm part Lithuanian and part Russian. My name isn't actually Cashman, it's Chernevsky. But see, when my grandfather came over, he was told that if he had trouble in the immigration office in Ellis Island, that he should give the man some cash. So when they asked for his name and they couldn't understand him, he gave the man some cash. So that's the name they gave him. Cashman.
That's an extremely interesting story.
I'm sorry, I was just making conversation. That's the kitchen.
No bedroom?
No. Well, the sofa folds into a bed. It's a convertible.
Oh, yippee. You like it quiet like this? I mean, no talking.
I'm sorry, I guess I just ran out of conversation for a minute.
Are you nervous?
The truth? Yes. Are you?
The truth? No.
Good. No sense in both of us being nervous. You mentioned a Mr. Navazio, so I assume you're married.
Mr. Navazio assumes I'm married. I assume what I want.
I didn't see a marriage ring, so I wondered.
Can I have a cigarette?
Wouldn't you rather have some water?
I can't smoke water.
Are you sick?
In what way?
In a sick way. I mean, that's a terrible cough.
If it bothers you, I won't do it again.
It doesn't bother me. I thought it would bother you.
If it bothered me, I wouldn't do it, would I? You're not going to give me that cigarette, are you?
I'm sorry, I don't smoke.
Then what are you filling your pockets for?
Just a reflex habit, I guess.
You mean you always fill your pockets when you don't offer someone a cigarette?
I'm sorry, I don't know what I was doing.
Well, do you keep any in the apartment?
It's not my apartment.
I see. You just borrow it once in a while.
No, nothing like that. It's actually my mother's apartment.
You're not actively serious.
I am. I'm very serious. This is my mother's apartment. It's where my mother lives.
Oh, is she going to join us?
No. She works down at the hospital 2 days a week. She won't be home until 5.
Oh, well, that'll make things interesting.
She enjoys doing charity. She likes helping out needy people.
Like us.
I'm sorry, I didn't know where else to come.
Listen, I always say just keep it in the family.
Can I offer you a drink?
Desperately.
I'm sorry. I should have offered you one right when you came in. I have Templeton Rye.
What else have you got?
That's it. Just Templeton Rye.
I'll have a Templeton Rye.
I've never seen you drink in the restaurant, so I just figured a plain whiskey.
You brought glasses, too.
Yeah, I found them at Bloomingdale's. I was thinking of getting them for the restaurant.
You were afraid if you dirtied your mother's glasses, she'd know somebody was here.
My mother's a very particular woman. If she came home and noticed that something was out of place, she'd start to ask questions and things would get complicated.
Look, I think you did the smart thing. How many ice cubes did you bring?
I didn't go quite that far. Do you want ice? I'll get you some
Oh,
ice.
forget it. We'd spend the rest of the afternoon wiping fingerprints off the tray.
Yeah. She's a very typical woman, you know. She knows exactly how high the pillows were puffed when she left.
Is that why you left your shoes on the newspaper? So it wouldn't leave telltale slush?
I'm beginning to feel very foolish about all this.
Forget it. Meeting on the sly is not without its drawbacks.
Here you go.
I have a question to ask you, though.
Yes?
Are you going to talk soft like that all afternoon?
Was I talking soft?
I know that's not your natural voice because I hear you yelling a lot in the restaurant. The lady wants a boiled halibut, not a baked halibut. Are you talking soft like that because you find it sexy? Because I don't find it sexy. It's hard to hear.
It's just that these new buildings have such paper-thin walls, and my mother has this high, squeaky voice, and there's this old lady neighbor who lives next door and is home all day, and I thought that if she heard deep voices, she'd begin to wonder.
So that's the plan. You whisper, and I clean the apartment in a high, squeaky voice.
No, there's no plan. We'll both talk natural.
You got a pencil and paper? We could pass notes.
I didn't mean to inhibit you. Look. I'm talking loud and clear in my natural speaking voice. Is that better? Does that make you feel more comfortable?
Much. Do you know you have
I
a
feel
nice...
like-
Oh, shit.
I feel like such an idiot. I want you to be able to relax. I want you to be able to say anything. To do anything you want.
Do you know you have a nice smile?
Me? No.
That's not your smile. It looked like your smile.
Thank you.
Don't thank me. It's your smile.
I can never tell when you're kidding me.
Oh, I was just kidding you. Don't pay any attention to me.
Anyway, you're not supposed to say nice things about me. I'm supposed to say nice things about you.
All right. Say nice things to me.
You're a very attractive woman.
That's it. You came off better than I did. Cheers. Is that your wife I see once in a while in the restaurant? The tall, blonde woman with the mink coat and the space shoes?
It is. How did you know?
I figured the only person who'd come into the restaurant and take money out of the cash register and leave without saying a word is either a mute crook or a wife.
She does that once a week. She goes to the bank on Fridays.
How long have you and the depositor been married?
A long time.
How long? 5 years? 10 years? What?
23 years.
Oh, professionals. So here it is, Friday, and your wife's at the bank with your space shoes, and your mother's rolling bandages at Mount Sinai, and you're all alone with an attractive woman with an empty glass.
I'm sorry. Are you sure you wouldn't like some ice?
Positive. You did it again.
Did what?
You smelled your fingers. That's the third time you did it since I've been here.
I wasn't even aware of it.
Is that an occupational hazard? Owning a fish restaurant and always worrying how your fingers smell?
It's opening all those clams and oysters. I love doing it. I do 8 dozen every morning. That's for the past 20 years. I try everything. Soap, perfume, turpentine, aftershave. It's all right for a few hours, but around 4 in the afternoon it comes back in just like the tide.
I wouldn't worry about it if I were you.
Well, it's not the suavest thing in the world, you know? Me sitting here with an attractive woman, smelling my fingers.
You know, the smelly figures don't bother me as much as the blue suit. You never wear anything else, do you?
Not in the restaurant. My father always told me that a dignified man should only wear a blue suit. I wear them in the summer too, just in a cooler fabric.
Oh, good. I was concerned.
What do they call a person like me? Creature of habit.
Yes, I think that's what they call a person like you. Didn't you ever have like a wild, crazy desire for a brown sports jacket?
I own sports jackets. I have sports jackets in my closet at home. I have a brown sports jacket and a gray checked sports jacket.
Oh, is that where you wear them? In your closet at home?
I wear them all the time. I'm not as staid as you think.
Yes, you are. Staid is a very staid word. You own a car.
Yes.
A Buick, right?
My God, how did you know?
It goes with blue suits.
You're a very unusual woman, Elaine. Like the way you came into my restaurant. I've never seen you before, and then back 8 days in a row for lunch. What is it, a high-protein diet?
I get cravings.
Like to eat?
To eat, to touch, to smell, to see, to do. A physical, sensual pleasure that can only be satisfied at that particular moment.
Like after an hour of hardball, a cold Pepsi.
I'm going to have trouble with you, right? I have a craving for another scotch.
Coming right up.
Aha! Caught you again.
I wasn't smelling my fingers, I was checking my watch.
Oh, is it time to smell your fingers yet?
I was thinking about my mother. We have plenty of time.
What time is it?
10 after 3.
Mount Sinai lets out at 5. We've got an hour and 50 minutes. Okay. You want to make the first move?
Ma, you're very open about things, aren't you?
In other words, you're not going to make the first move.
Certainly I am. I thought we'd finish our drinks first.
Look, it's your schedule. Hey, do you think the little old lady next door smokes? I mean, all I need is 1 cigarette.
I wouldn't think so.
I could ring her bell. I could tell her I'm collecting for the Red Cross.
I'm sorry I didn't bring any. Are you sure you can't wait till 5?
I could wait till August if you were a hypnotist. Forget it, I'll take shorter breaths.
Can I say something? This isn't going very well, is it?
It's had its ups and downs.
You know, Mrs. Navazio,
If you're gonna keep calling me Mrs. Navazio, you better get out a deck of cards.
I'm sorry. Irene.
Try Elaine. You'll get a better response.
Elaine. I think you're Irene.
Is your wife Irene?
No, my wife is Thelma.
Then let her worry about Irene.
You know, Irene.
Yes, Barney?
Yeah, that's right, Barney. My name's Barney. Call me Barney.
What else have I got to do?
You know, Irene,
Yes, Barney?
you're a very attractive woman.
I heard.
I know I said it before. Wasn't it the first thing I said to you?
No. The first thing you said to me was try the scallops.
I mean, after we got to talking. Personal, on a personal basis.
The first personal thing you said to me was, I've never seen such beautiful fingers in my finger bowls.
Well, I'm no George Bernard Shaw, but for me, I thought it was clever. It was corny, wasn't it?
I'm not in George Bernard Shaw's mother's apartment, am I?
Not that I don't dabble in writing myself.
Oh, you dabble?
Nothing serious, but I get a kick out of it. You read some of my stuff.
I did? Where?
In the menus. Sweet, savory swordfish steak. Slathered in salivary succulence. That's mine.
Very catchy. It has a good beat to it.
It's what they call, alliteration.
Do they? You take that in college?
Oh, I never went to college. I went straight from the army into the Queen of the Sea. You see, my father opened the restaurant in 1931. That was in Sheepshead Bay. That's where I grew up. I always wanted to be a radio writer. Orson Welles in the Mercury Theater, that was my dream. But then the war came and my dad died and left me the restaurant. And television killed radio. And I don't write visual, I write for the ear. Sweet, succulent swordfish steak. Oh. Anyway, I get a kick out of writing the menus. Have you read my Flaming Florentine Flounder?
I browsed through it. What time is it now?
Yeah, 20 after 3.
And that's another 10-minute shot. So what's it gonna be?
Oh, you get right to the point, don't you?
Look, did you ask me to come up here with intentions of having an affair or not?
Well, in a manner of speaking,
Yes or no?
yes.
And that we've got to be out by 5.
I wouldn't put it so bluntly.
Well, what time do we have to be out?
5.
All right.
Look, Elaine, I don't deny that my intentions were of a romantic nature.
Romantic? In your mother's clean apartment with 2 glasses from Bloomingdale's and your shoes dripping on the newspaper?
I was of the belief that romance was inspired by the participants and not by the accoutrements.
Oh, that's beautifully worded. You ought to save it for the Cherry Stone plans. What's the matter? Is having an affair such a dirty expression?
Certainly not. Having an affair. What's wrong with that?
I mean, people talk that way today, you know. Maybe not Buick drivers, but a lot of people I know.
I admitted I was a creature of habit, not a prude.
The hell you're not. I bet I could say 3 words right now that would turn your blue suit into a Glen plaid.
Look, Elaine, this is silly.
I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say a word now. You wanna put your hands over your ears?
Elaine, I don't find this funny.
I'm gonna say it. Fuck!
The asshole! I can do it too. I don't know what the point of this is.
The point is that we've got a time problem and you're reading me fish poetry.
I understand we have a time problem, but there's also the business of human interaction, of getting to know someone. I'm sorry. I guess my approach to you is too old-fashioned.
Okay. All right. I'm flexible. I could try things your way. What did did you want to see me about, Mr. Cashman?
Elaine, don't be like that.
Well, maybe I just don't understand you. I've got a 210-pound husband who'd break my arms and legs if he caught me up here. And you're telling me about your sweet, succulent childhood in Sheepshead Bay.
I just thought you would want to get to know me. I mean, before you walked in here 10 minutes ago.
20 minutes ago.
20 minutes ago, I was just a restaurant owner who'd admired your fingers, and you were just an attractive woman who had a craving for fish.
Look, you were the one who wrote an address and an apartment number on the back of a $1.80 check. Then I come here and I find out we've got an hour and 15 minutes before your social working mother with a high squeaky voice comes home to examine the puff pillows. Now, if we had 2 weeks in the South, I mean, I'd gladly look at colored pictures of your tonsils.
I explained that. I told you I thought a motel was too sordid. And I would have paid for your check, but my cashier's a very nosy woman, and if she had seen me paying for some strange woman...
Oh, forget it. You've got a lot of courage. And I'm surprised you took a chance of giving me an extra shrimp in my shrimp cocktail.
I don't know how we got on this.
It's cigarette nerves. Pay no attention to me. Is that glass just going to sit up there, or is it going to turn into a lamp?
Did you finish that already?
I didn't finish it. It evaporated.
Can I ask you something?
Yes, I've done this before.
That wasn't what I was going to ask.
All right, you got that one for free. What were you going to ask?
I'm still not over that answer. You mean, you've done this before on other occasions?
And other occasions, and other places, with other men, done the unthinkable. Look, if it'll help your vanity any, you were the first owner of a fish restaurant I've ever been with. In that respect, I'm still a virgin.
I take it then that you're not happy with Mr. Navazio.
What the hell kind of question is that? Am I happy with Mr. Navazio?
Yeah, I'm sorry, it's none of my business.
I didn't come up here to get reformed. You know, it's bad enough you got me to quit smoking. Leave my sex life alone.
I dropped the subject.
Anyway, what was your question?
What question? Oh, before. Well, you see, the thing is, I mean, I know why I asked you up here. I guess I just don't know. I mean, could you tell me why? Isn't it funny how I can't just come out and say it?
Well, would you like me to wait in the kitchen?
Am I appealing to you?
Yes.
I am?
Now you appeal to me.
What do you mean now? Do you mean like, maybe not tomorrow?
I mean, not in 15 minutes. I have a short span of concentration.
You mean it can change from day to day?
By tonight, I might be hatefully sold.
I'm not talking about fish, Elaine. I'm talking about people.
Yes, with me, it can change from day to day.
Oh. I find that disturbing.
Oh, do you really?
Yes. Disturbing and sad that your attitude towards people is so detached.
You'll get over it. Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Are you writing some kind of research book? Is that really why you got me up here? Sweet, succulent, sexual suppers? Do you got like a tape recorder going on in the candy dish?
It's so hard keeping up with you. 1 minute we're having a nice conversation and the next you turn on me.
Forget it. It's been a lovely time. I've never had such a better time. You know, you definitely pour a beautiful glass of whiskey, and my compliments to your mother's housekeeping.
Where are you going?
Outside to look for cigarette butts, and then home. But don't worry, no one will notice me leaving the building. I'll walk out backwards.
Oh, what did I say? Why did I upset you?
I disturb you. I make you sad. I have been called a lot of things by a lot of people in a lot of places, but I have never been called a depressant.
You don't depress me. I never said that.
You know what? You got some nerve getting me up here in your 1938 furnished apartment in your shiny blue suit and your thimble of whiskey, Sitting there smelling your fingers and telling me I give you the blues?
I didn't say you gave me the blues. I'm not sad. I'm very happy.
Oh, no kidding. How about 2 fast courses of Let a Smile Be Your Umbrella? Look, let me have $1.50. I'd be goddamn if I have to pay for the lunch and the taxi.
Look, Elaine, if you could just sit down so I can say something.
Say something. You already talked half of your allotted time. Now you have to use the other half to wipe my lip prints off the glass and puff the pillows and get the hell out of here.
Elaine, could you please lower your voice?
Lower my voice?
Shh.
Elaine! Mr. Cashman's using his mother's apartment to bring broads home.
What was the point of that?
The point is, don't tell me that I depressed you, flaming Florentine flounder. Holy Christ!
No, Elaine, you're getting yourself unduly upset.
Unduly upset? I'm risking a bullet between the eyes and I can't even get a lousy cigarette. Barney, I'm gonna give you one free hint so this afternoon isn't like a total waste. If you want undying love and romance, take a guitar and go to Spain. I'm leaving for good now. My peak has ebbed.